What's going on, guys? It's Asthmatic here, welcoming you to the first installment of a new series I'm going to be doing here on the channel called Xbox This Week. And this is a preview of a week beginning on this day, Monday, and it's going to be running every Monday for the foreseeable future. The inspiration of this channel, the inspiration of this series came from just this being a news channel and me wanting to take a moment at the beginning of every week and just go over what's going on this week, because there could be things going on like, I need to turn my speakers off when I'm going to record a video, that kind of thing. Could be things going on that you guys need to be informed of, things that you want to be looking forward to in the upcoming week that may have been forgotten by some, and I just want to give an overview of what's going on. So I'm going to give things, we're going to go over like headlines. I'm going to talk about what releases are coming out that week, whether it be full games or whether it be patches or updates to the system or certain games. If there's any other miscellaneous details, we'll obviously go over those, and then I'll give a overview of what videos I'm going to be uploading for that week. And yeah, that should do it. So this week's won't be very long. The real only headline I have right now is actually explaining what this series is going to be. So it's really inspired by a series they do on the official Xbox channel called This Week in Xbox, or This Week on Xbox, I believe, where every Friday they post a video with Larry Herb where he pretty much talks about everything that already happened that week happened, and there you go. Which I really appreciate that they do that, because again, it keeps you updated on everything that's been going on. But my channel, I want to have this channel be more about what's happening right now and being in the moment. I've been very active on Twitter, and that's going to be something where if you want to really be updated with what I've got going on and the news I'm putting out, Twitter at Asthmatic117 is going to be the place to do that. But the official Xbox video is about what happened last week per se, and then my video is going to be about what's coming up this week. So every Friday there's going to be a video on the Xbox channel, and this video, Xbox This Week, is going to be on this channel every Monday. So enough about this, let's actually get into what's going on in Xbox this week. So for releases, we're starting off with an awesome week because there are two big games that we want to make sure we cover. The first of which, of course, is Rise of the Tomb Raider. Comes out on Tuesday, November 10th. This is the second game in the revamped Tomb Raider series being developed by Crystal Dynamics. The first game, Tomb Raider, or if you're playing on Xbox One, you'll know it as Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, is amazing. An amazing storyline. It is engaging. It is, it's very engaging. It's this game has a great mix of combat, as well as just the general survival mindset, as well as solving puzzles, and a very strong sense of adventure and discovery. Because from the first game, while you're trying to survive and actually get off of this place where you've been stranded, you're also sort of solving the mystery that originally brought you to that place. So without giving too many details of the first game, except for one that I do have to give a little spoiler, Lara Croft lives through the first game. Sorry to disappoint if you guys haven't played it. Lara Croft doesn't die in the end of the first game, because she survives this experience, comes back to normal life, the life that we know, and in an attempt to, she obviously makes an attempt to come back to this real life, normal life I would say, and doesn't quite work out for her. The original trailer for the game, the announcement trailer, shows her talking to a psychiatrist, and she's your classic black hood up, sitting really small, I don't want to deal with people type thing, where obviously the events of the first game left her very emotionally scarred, and she had a lot of things that she had to deal with. Her friends who died, people who maybe I could have saved that person but I didn't because of this or that, or I wasn't able to, or whatever. So many things happened to her that was obviously something that she had to deal with. And Laura comes to a point in her life where she has to make a choice, because if she's going to come back to the life she knew, she's going to have to put all of that behind her, and she's going to have to stop being the Tomb Raider and just be Lara Croft and be a student and be whatever. But ultimately this game is about her choosing not to be normal, choosing not to just be Lara Croft, but to be the Tomb Raider, and embracing that lifestyle and becoming the Tomb Raider and the rise of the Tomb Raider. So without giving too many more greedy details about the game, it's going to be amazing, and it comes out on Tuesday, and I really want to push that game and hype it as much as I can, because I don't feel like that many people who are on the fence probably aren't going to go and get it right away because of the other game that comes out on Tuesday, November 10th, and that of course is Fallout 4. From Bethesda Softworks, we have the 4th installment in the amazing nuclear, post-nuclear war, surviving in the midst of nuclear fallout, in the wasteland survival. It requires no introduction. There is nothing that I can say about this game in particular, or this series, or Bethesda, that hasn't already been established 100 times before. And if there's anything that I should say, I clearly, surely do not have the speaking or poetic ability to convey the details of this company. It's an amazing group of people making an amazing product, and there's nothing I can say for it that's new. You know what Fallout 4 is going to be about, and you pre-ordered the Pip-Boy edition, and if you didn't, I'm sorry, that sucks, but they went so fast because that's how amazing this game is, that when there's something like that, everyone gets on it. Fallout 4 is going to be an amazing game. If you haven't pre-ordered yet, you should be able to still go and get a pre-order. You're not going to be able to get the Pip-Boy edition. You will not be able to get a Pip-Boy edition of Fallout 4. They are way beyond sold out and gone. You will be able to get a game disc, though, which is really enough in this case because this game is going to be amazing. So that's coming out November 10th. And the way that at least GameStop is doing game releases right now is they synchronize, at least for me here in North America and the United States, they synchronize per continent. So the first place in the United States that has a midnight, the first place that it becomes midnight or the next day in the United States is New York City. And the way they do their releases is when it's midnight in New York City, everyone in the U.S. gets their games. So here in Southern California, all the way on the West Coast, we get our games at 9 p.m. So keep that in mind if you're planning on being to your local game retailer at midnight and, you know, showing up at 11:50 to get there and finalize your purchase and stuff. Go ahead and make that 9 o'clock, and at least my GameStop, they start finalizing purchases at 6 p.m. so you can go and finalize and have your receipt and go have dinner, do whatever, and come back at 8 or 8:30 and line up. But I do recommend getting there a little bit sooner than that because your GameStop is going to be full of people who are also excited about getting Fallout 4. So go hang out with them. Be part of that community. Be part of the launch event. Interact with your community because, I mean, you're here at this channel. You care. That's what it's all about. That's what this is all about, is hanging out with people and making new friends over a controller. So Fallout 4, Tomb Raider, or I should say Fallout 4 and Rise of the Tomb Raider coming out this November 10th, 2015. Big updates coming to Xbox this week. Of course, the headliner there is on Thursday, November 12th, when we have the release of the new Xbox One experience. You can look at this a number of ways. You can see it as a new dashboard for the Xbox One. You can see it on a more technical platform or on a more technical side as Windows 10 being brought to the Xbox One. And because both of those things are true, that's what it is on the inside. And one of the main updates that is coming from this is Xbox 360 backwards compatibility. Now I've got a completely separate video on this. I will have it annotated. So go ahead if you want to check that out, head over to that video. And yeah, I'm not going to spend any more time talking about backwards compatibility here. I don't have any details beyond that to discuss this week, so I'm just going to go and hop into my agenda for videos that are going to be coming out this week. Tomorrow on Tuesday, you're going to be seeing a video on Fallout 4. I'm just going to go over the game and give you a few more details about what's going on there and why you should be excited about it if you're not already. On Wednesday, we're going to be talking about the new Xbox One experience in a bit more detail. I'm an Xbox One preview member, and so I have it. I've been running it for a little while, so I'll have some screen captures walking you guys through some new menus, showing you what it's going to look like so we can be ready when it comes out the following day on Thursday. And on Thursday, the video on this channel is going to be looking over the Astro A40 headset. It's a headset that I've had for a while, and I absolutely love it. It's a great headset for anyone who's interested in taking the audio side of your gaming experience to the next level. So we'll talk about that on Thursday. On Friday, I'm going to be talking about some interesting ways that you can use the HDMI input on your Xbox One, because I know a lot of people just are like, oh, it's cool, but I don't hook it up to my cable box, or I don't do this, and, you know, so I don't use it. But there's cool things you can do with that, including the way I have it set up. So we'll talk about that on Friday. Saturday, I'm going to be looking at my recording setup right here, how these videos actually get made, and yeah, how I do this, because it's very basic, and if things go well in the next couple months, it's going to change, so I want to document what I've got right now. Then on Sunday, I'm going to be going over my gaming setup, what I've got over there. Anyone going over the videos on this channel, you'll see that I've got a video of me putting together my PVC driving rig, which thank you very much for anyone who's come to the channel from that video, because I could not have foreseen the response that video and the growth that video would generate. But that rig is still what I use today, but it is very different than it appears in that video. So I'm going to be going over that in the video on Sunday, and then Monday we'll start a new week. So thank you very much, guys, for hanging out in this first episode of Xbox This Week with me, Asthmatic. Please follow on Twitter at Asthmatic117 for regular updates on what's going on in Xbox news. Talking Xbox One, we're talking Halo, we're talking The Division as things come through. So thank you very much, guys. This has been episode 1 of Xbox This Week with me, Asthmatic, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye.